The Kumba Diocesan Pastoral Week celebration for the pastoral year 2023/2024 was scheduled to run from Tuesday the 15th of October to Sunday the 20th of October 2024, that is World Mission Sunday. World Mission Sunday marks the end of a previous pastoral year and commences every new pastoral year. Preceding the pastoral week was an enlarged Diocesan Pastoral Council plenary slated for Monday, the 14th of October 2024 at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Diocesan Pastoral Center. In attendance was the Bishop of the Diocese of Kumba and President of the Council, Monsignor Agapitus Mfon, because of course, as Chief Shepherd, he orchestrates the pastoral life of the diocese. The Diocesan Pastoral Council Chairperson, Barrister Kenneth Tambe, the Diocesan Pastoral Council Bureau, the Chancellor of the Diocese, Diocesan Directors and Coordinators of Services, Heads of Commissions of the Provincial Pastoral Plan at the level of the Diocese, Deans of the 4 deaneries that make up the Diocese, Superiors of Religious Institutes, the Diocesan Laity Council Chairperson and his Bureau, the Diocesan Pastoral Formation Team, and Diocesan Presidents of Prayer and Action Groups. The meeting began at 10 a.m. The raison d'être was to frankly evaluate the pastoral life of the diocese for the ending pastoral year.
To evaluate the pastoral life of our diocese, the Diocese of Kumba, and to celebrate our successes. I think every year something good happens, something improves on the pastoral life of our diocese, and to re-strategize how to improve on the areas that we failed. It's not all successes, it's not all a bed of roses. We're journeying, we're human beings. There are times that we succeed and times that we fail. And we are not evaluating just what we see, material things. We are also evaluating our pastoral life, evaluating the spiritual life, the spiritual growth of the diocese, and of course, the economic developmental growth of the diocese.
The goal of pastoral ministry, according to Canon 1752, is salus animarum, that is, the salvation of souls.
To evaluate how far we have gone with the formation of the pastoral formation teams in the respective parishes, which the commissions which are functioning in the parishes, and then for all the 7 or 8 diocesan celebrations, I've been insisting that in this diocese we should set the example to the Sacred Heart. We should be top in the whole Cameroon in that devotion to the first Friday, the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So they also went out to evaluate to see how active our parishes are in this area. And of course, benediction.
For the pastoral year ending, could it be said that Christians of the Diocese of Kumba have been led to God and to heaven? Have many more known God? Have they joined church groups? Has the number of Christians increased? Have they been committed to God and the church? Were the sacraments well celebrated? Have many more begun receiving the sacraments? Or have some left the church or their groups? And if so, why? Each soul is important and must be accounted for. For the ending pastoral year, how has each of the services, the commissions, and the groups led Christians closer to God? Or has the focus been missed? Comparatively, from the last pastoral year, has there been an improvement or a decline? As per the theme for the ending year, hearts on fire and feet on the move, could it be said that the Christians' hearts were on fire and their feet on the move? You now understand the importance and necessity of this Diocesan Pastoral Council meeting and the Diocesan Pastoral Week. It is like a thermometer that measures what degree of temperature the diocese finds herself as regards pastoral life. This meeting sets the ball rolling and determines the discussions at the Diocesan Pastoral Week. The bishop exhorted the delegates to honestly evaluate themselves. If those hearts were on fire enough, and if their feet were actually on the move.
Being on fire, there should be no time that the fire is quenched in our hearts.
Reports were presented and deliberated upon. Tuesday, October 15, 2024 was day 1 of the pastoral week. Those in attendance were executive committee members of prayer and action groups and music directors of the different choirs of the diocese. The bishop gave a keynote address.
Groups and action groups in the church. I am very happy to be with you today. And there's a meaning behind beginning the day of the pastoral week with prayer groups and action groups, because we are the prayer warriors. We are the ones to sanctify the week with our various apostolates in prayer and our various actions. So I wish to thank you for all that you have done in our diocese for the past pastoral year. And the theme, of course, was Hearts on Fire, Feet on the Move.
Prayer and action groups keep the church alive. For of course, a church that does not pray will die. But of what use is it belonging to these groups if one does not pray and does not carry out good actions that will lead one to heaven? Of what use is all the beautiful singing in church if at the end that singing does not lead one to heaven?
I must let you know that I was expecting a growth in the number of members in the various prayer groups and action groups, but it seems the numbers instead are reducing.
The members looked at some setbacks that have been a hindrance to their members reaching God and reaching heaven. And it was noted that some of the members that belong to these prayer and action groups do not even participate in Holy Communion. How then do they pray? And how will their good actions lead them to heaven when they themselves are not committed? They went for lunch and came back to a plenary, and it was a beautiful discussion to see how to carry the diocese forward for the next pastoral year that is coming. Worthy of note is the fact that the bishop encouraged all that not only should we go out to invite everyone to the banquet as per this year's theme, but that we should go out and invite everyone to the banquet with hearts on fire.
The theme will be go and invite everyone to the banquet with hearts on fire.
Today, the first day of our pastoral week, centered on the prayers and action group in the Diocese of Kumba, brainstorm and to reflect on the message of the Holy Father on Wellness on Sunday, which stands at the theme of our pastoral year, go and invite everyone to the banquet. And beautifully, the bishop this year has added something to the clause. To that clause, go and invite one to the banquet with a heart on fire. And so we encourage the participants, we encourage the prayers and action group to implement this theme, to see that many people are introduced into the various prayers and action group of our diocese, that people are encounter, that people may come to know him through these prayer groups, and at the end gain salvation, which is the ultimate goal. The mission of the church is for the salvation of soul, the salus animarum, that all of us may be saved, as the Holy Father stipulates in his message that the end point of mission is the banquet. That banquet is the first taste of heaven, which is the Holy Mass, where all of us gathered around the table of Christ to savor, to taste and see that the Lord is good.
I think it has been very inspiring, because sometimes when you come and you know something only about your own group, you don't know anything about another group, But as we come, and then with the discussions we don't get, and with the experiences we don't share, we realize now that we get to be more committed to our groups, and now we wait we'll get up here, we'll get for go out for invite other people. In fact, the team is very interesting. Go invite everyone to the banquet. So now no discrimination, no thing. So we get to bring everybody to be on the deck, so that way we make the word of God a continue for work out. So I think the team, they don't be so inspiring, and they really help with now for go spread the word of God to everybody.
I want to thank God, especially for this pastoral week. They say, man, pray, man, when you sing, you pray twice. Which way? And when you pray twice. It don't mean say when you sing, but when you sing, fine. Yes. So this pastoral week, it don't really touch me especially. That issue of choirs, because choir people don't be in one way. They like say people way they feel say without them church not a grow. But choir people, you help other people for pray. That's why we must always be dedicated. We must always see how we help Christians so that may they go to heaven through our good singing.